guys, it's Reina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a huge book haul. As you can see in the background, I have a lot of books. I went book shopping about 2 weeks ago now, maybe a little less, so I decided to go ahead and show you guys what I got. This is probably going to be the biggest book haul that I will do for a while, just because I normally don't buy this many books in one sitting, but with the circumstances, I couldn't pass it up. And then also I'm going to be showing you guys my new bookshelf setup. I got a new bookshelf as well because I was just kind of running out of space, so I needed a new bookshelf and I put it together yesterday. So I'll be showing you guys that as well. So about 2 weeks ago, I went to Barnes & Noble first because I had a gift card from my birthday, so I wanted to spend that. And then just like the timing was perfect because around the same time that I went to Barnes & Noble, Target was having their buy two get one free book sale. So I went the same day and did some damage. So yeah, I feel like the Target book sale is one of the best sales that you could possibly do, just because I feel like Target's book prices are already pretty good, but if you're getting basically 3 books for the price of 2, that's a pretty good deal. So I definitely bought a lot of books. So let's just go ahead and get started and I'll show you the books that I got. Let's see if I can bring these down here without them falling over. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest book haul I have ever done. Just to preface what kind of books I got a ton of summary books, and then just like popular books on Book Talk and BookTube, all that stuff, and just like books that I have had on my TBR for a long time but just never got around to buying them or reading them, so here we are. The first book is actually one that I'm currently reading, and it's been on my TBR for a long time but I just never picked it up. But it is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This is a popular summer book, so I picked it up. This one I actually just got from Amazon because it was like out of stock everywhere. Go figure. But yeah, this one is super cute so far. I think I'm about halfway, maybe a little over halfway, so that's the first book. I only got 2 books from Barnes & Noble, and the first one is A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This is more of a recent release, and I just finished The 7-Year Slip, which I loved, so I figured I would give this one a chance just because it came out, and obviously the cover is really cute too, so. And then the other book I got from Barnes & Noble was Tangled Up in You. This is also a new release by Christina Lauren. So the fact that it is by her makes it even better, but obviously Tangled is my favorite Disney movie, so I just had to pick this up. But this was the only copy they had, and unfortunately the spine is like a little messed up, but it doesn't bother me that much, so I got it because I had to get it. Okay, and then I got 6 books from Target, so I did the deal twice. And the first one is the book that I'm most excited for, and I'm predicting that it's a 5-star read because ever since it came out and everyone that read it has rated it, I feel like it's going to be 5 stars for me as well. And that is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is the first book in the Rose Hill series, And if you read Chestnut Springs and you loved it, then you probably will love this too. So I'm super, super, super excited to finally have this and start reading it. I think I'm gonna start reading it as soon as I finish Every Summer After. So okay, the next book is another summer book, and it is The Summer of Broken Rules. I've seen this book everywhere as well, and I figured it'd be just like a quick little summer read. Yeah, so I just picked it up. This book I also wanted to read a while back, but I just like never got around to it. I've read The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, but I've never read Better Than the Movies, but I hear this one is like the best book that she's written so far, at least for young adult. So I finally have this, and again, it's probably going to be a quick read for me, so I will just add this to my TBR pile. This one is also a book that I wanted to read a while ago and just never got around to it, and it's very popular still, which is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I feel like I should wait till it turns to fall to read this, just because it's like murder mystery or whatever. Yeah, so I'll probably read that here soon once, you know, it gets to be spooky season. Yeah. The next book I got is also a pretty popular book. I haven't read anything by Taylor Jenkins Reid yet, but I decided to start with Daisy Jones and the Six. I've heard a ton of great things about this book, so I picked this one up, and I actually have another Taylor Jenkins Reid book in my haul, but we'll get to that later. All right, the last book from Target is a thriller, and it is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. The first book that I read by Frida McFadden was obviously The Housemaid, and I loved it. So I decided to pick up the sequel. I haven't read The Housemaid since the first time I read it, which was last year sometime. So I obviously didn't read this like right after it happened, which probably would have been a better experience if you read it right after, but I didn't. So I might have to like refresh my memory a little bit, but I will be reading this soon just for another quick read. And yeah, love Frida McFadden for thrillers. Okay, so the last 4 books that I have in this haul are actually pre-owned, and I ordered them from, oh, I forgot what it's called, Better World Books. Yeah, so basically they sell pre-owned books for a really discounted price. I think I paid less than $6 each for each book that I got, so I got 4. The only issue is sometimes the condition of the books are like really beat up, so you have to be mindful of that. But I mean, the price that you're getting them at is good, so I don't really mind it that much, but the books that I got are pretty beat up, so just keep that in mind. The first one is the other Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I was talking about earlier, and that is Malibu Rising, also another summery book. I don't really know what this is supposed to be about, but I know that it was a good book, so I picked it up. This one I contemplated reading a while ago, pretty much after I read my first Emily Henry book, but I just never got around to it, and I wanted to add to the collection because I'll probably buy the rest of Emily Henry's books. But yeah, I never got around to reading People We Meet on Vacation, so I just got it at a discounted price, and I'll probably read this at some point. Again, it's another summer book, so. These last 2 books are also summer related, so I'm just kind of in a summer book mood. So this one is pretty beat up, but it's fine. It's Love and Gelato. I just recently started seeing more about this book. Before, I didn't really see anything about it, but I've seen it more often now, so I figured I would pick it up. It seems like a cute little summer romance, so add that to the pile. And then the last book that I have is a Ellen Hilderbrand book. I've never read anything by this author, but this is going to be the first book that I read, and that is 28 Summers. I heard this one is really good for the summertime, as well as Golden Girl, which I probably will pick up at some point, but sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. I'm gonna be starting with this one, so yeah. Okay, here is the new bookshelf. I just put it together yesterday. It's just the 5-tier shelf from Target. It's the same one I have in the other corner. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put some books on it right now. I'm planning on putting like decor stuff on it as well eventually. I just don't have any yet, but I still wanted to display my books now just because, one, I have to make room on my TBR cart, and two, since I put it together, I'm obviously super excited to put books on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, but I will probably show you guys an updated bookshelf whenever I decorate it, and maybe I'll just do like a quick little bookshelf tour if you guys would like that. But yeah, for now we're just gonna put some of my books on it right now, and then I'm gonna show you my my first bookshelf that I have right now, but it's kind of crowded, so don't mind that. Okay, so here's my first bookshelf. It houses a lot of my books, but also a ton of my Funko Pops, and then also like I have 2 of my Loungefly bags up there. So like I obviously wanted to get a bookshelf for just my books. But yeah, so I'll probably take some of these off of here and then move them to the other shelf, just so I can have a little more on there, and then it'll be a little more organized. But yeah, I do have some of my Disney Funko Pops on here. These are the other books that I plan on putting on there. Obviously, these are all the ones that I've read. So you have the ACOTAR series, the Chestnut Spring series, the 7-Year Slip I just recently finished, and then obviously the Powerless series here as well. So these are just the majority of the books that I've already read that haven't had a home since then. Okay, I don't think it's gonna stay like this, but for now, I'm happy with it. So when I get my decorations and everything, obviously I'll probably rearrange it, but right now the placement I think is pretty good. And yeah, so the first shelf, I have more like romances up here. So I have like Just for the Summer up there. The Summer Will Be Different, the 7-Year Slip, Love in Other Words, A Do-Over, and then my special edition of Archer's Voice, and then all of my Chestnut Springs in the corner. And then this shelf, I just have 2 books, just Fourth Wing and Iron Flame for now. And then this one will probably stay relatively the same. I might change like how they look, but so far this is kind of how I like it. So I have my ACOTAR series right here, and then Powerless, Reckless. I have the Books A Million exclusive and the Barnes & Noble exclusive, so I put those up front. And then for now, Powerful, the novella, is like tucked away in there. And then these are gonna just be empty for now until I fill them up. But yeah, this is what we're going with so far. Okay, these are all of the books that I recently bought. Let me know if you've read any of these books or if you plan on reading them like I am, and which ones you liked, which ones you didn't like, which ones are your favorites, all of those fun book things. I'm going to set these down before I drop them. Yeah, this is where I'm going to conclude the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys liked my bookshelf setup as well. Yeah, I don't know what video I'm going to do next. Maybe I'll do a Disney vlog, we'll see. But that's all I have for you guys for now. So whenever I make that next video, I'll just see you guys then. Bye.